Whether it's high school or university, it's always a relief to make it to the podium and get that diploma. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 graduation scenes from TV. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the most memorable, entertaining, or emotional graduation moments from television. We're saving movie scenes for another list. And as you might imagine, a spoiler alert is now in effect. Number 10, All Together, The Vampire Diaries.
Group hug!
I don't hug.
Oh, get over yourself.
When Caroline, Bonnie, Matt, Elena, and Stefan all actually show up to their graduation, it initially seems like everyone is all smiles. Bonnie's pain at hiding the secret of her impending death manages to peek through her actions around her friends and her father, giving the audience a preview of the tougher times ahead. As each member of the group receives their diplomas, Cole also makes a surprise appearance, showing up to the ceremony with a small army of the undead ready to be released.
In fact, these seats are scattered with 24 supernatural faces, all of whom have reason to lash out.
The ceremony continues happily on despite the tense negotiations between him and Bonnie, with the mostly human audience oblivious to what's going on. Number 9, Armed and Dangerous, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Fire! Go!
Did this graduating class take a course in advanced weaponry? During the ceremony at Sunnydale High, a convenient eclipse takes place just as the somewhat suspicious mayor is delivering his speech. Red flag, anybody? It doesn't take long before the mayor turns into a giant, hungry-looking snake, with most of the adult audience scattering. In one of the most badass scenes of the series, the graduates keep their calm, throwing off their robes and pulling out a veritable armory of flamethrowers, maces, and other monster-killing gear.
Now!
Could anything less be expected from a class that includes a vampire slayer? Number 8, Bon Voyage, The Sweet Life on Deck. The Sprouse twins have come a long way from their Zach and Cody days, and this was one of the moments that escorted them into adulthood. Even though the ambitious Cody didn't manage to make it into Yale, and Zach had to deal with a breakup that he didn't quite see coming, the twins still managed to make it to the ceremony with high hopes. Finally standing up to Mr. Tipton and defending the students, Mr. Mosby celebrated his last day aboard the ship with a proposal to Ms. Tutwiler.
Will you?
Though their time aboard the SS Tipton had come to a close, everyone left this ceremony headed towards a bright future.
We're not just classmates, shipmates, or friends. We're a family.
And we always will be.
Number 7, Remembering JT, Degrassi, The Next Generation.
Unfortunately, one friend did not finish the journey. His name is James Tiberius York.
Sometimes it takes a tragedy to bring people back together. Though there was a significant amount of tension in this episode, things came to a head during the graduation ceremony. Breaking down halfway through her speech honoring deceased classmate JT, Liberty rushed off stage in tears. Watching her friends come to her aid to provide support and forgive her for her mistakes warmed audiences' hearts and emphasized the importance of friendship, especially when things get tough. With the uplifting vocals of Natasha Bedingfield in the background, this was one of the most memorable graduations in the Degrassi series.
Congratulations to the Degrassi class of 2007!
Number 6, Graduation Group Text, Gossip Girl. For some people, getting their diploma means leaving the drama and gossip of high school behind them. But when Gossip Girl gets involved, the drama ain't going anywhere. Looking forward to college and leaving rumors in the past, Serena and Blair finally settle in to enjoy their last moments of high school. But with convenient and brutal timing, Gossip Girl shatters the ceremony with a scathing group text that gives almost the entire class a vicious set of labels.
Not so fast. You're not graduating until I give you my diplomas. Mine are labels, and labels stick.
As the graduates exchange looks after receiving the text, the mood quickly turns from joyful to bitter, showing that despite the occasion, Gossip Girl isn't done with them yet.
Nobody can take this day away from us. Gossip Girl is going down.
Number 5, Ring and a Diploma, The Secret Life of the American Teenager. Though the rumors had been flying, This heartwarming proposal up on the graduation stage still came as a surprise to viewers. After completing his emotional and revealing valedictory address, Ricky calls Amy up on stage to pop the big question. When she tearfully agrees, the thunderous applause throughout the auditorium overshadows the few expressions within the crowd that are less than happy with the turn of events.
Amy Jurgens, will you marry me?
Despite the drama from other characters in the show, the look on Ricky's face as he asked for Amy's hand in marriage was priceless, and made the graduation one to remember for more reasons than one. Number 4, Juuust Barely, Saved by the Bell.
Billy wants to see me. He probably has a goodbye gift for me. After all, I've spent more time in his office than he has.
Not everybody is a star student, and making it up to the podium can be a struggle for some. As graduation approaches, Zach learns that he is 1 credit shy of getting his diploma.
Summer school? Those 2 words don't go together.
In a desperate attempt to attend graduation with his classmates, he joins Bayside's ballet troupe. Naturally, hilarity ensues. However, things take a turn for the worse when most of the dancers fall ill, threatening the final show and Zach's credit. Luckily, Zach is able to convince his friends to help, allowing him to graduate. Classic Zach Morris.
How about that? I actually graduated high school! Yes! There, guys.
Number 3, surprise, Boy Meets World. Graduation is a tough milestone for most high school couples. Parties go their separate ways with different jobs, schools, or interests, most of the time. Depressed about the possibility of Topanga going off to Yale without him, but still wanting her to go, Corey's blues are evident throughout the episode.
You guys gonna leave me too?
But in a surprise twist, just as the graduating class is asked to stand, Topanga turns the tables and asks him to marry her.
You marry me?
Watching him slowly return to his seat in stunned silence before the cliffhanger ending of the episode had audiences' jaws dropping with shock and cranked the suspense to the next level. Number 2, a soundtrack to remember, The OC. Here is the last hurrah of the core 4. This is one of the final moments Marissa, Ryan, Summer, and Seth spent together, and their graduation ceremony is accompanied by the sounds of Imogen Heap's somewhat on-the-nose speeding cars. The memorable soundtrack and the fact that this event was one of the last to have all the friends together made this graduation one audiences will never forget. Heading their separate ways with high hopes for the future, seeing the happy grads wish each other well made the harsh and shocking ending of this episode even harder to watch.
Marissa.
Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
And I hope that no matter where your travels lead you in this life, you'll always take Cape Side with you.
I'm sorry, I have more. I just think I'm having my baby.
Let's go.
Number 1, No Blubbering Allowed, Gilmore Girls.
As she guided me through these incredible 18 years, I don't know if she ever realized that the person I most wanted to be was her.
After years of watching Rory fight her way up the ladder and refuse to give up, viewers couldn't help but be moved by her articulate and beautifully worded speech. Rory gave a speech that broke her audience down to tears, despite their best efforts to keep emotions in check. Watching her mother and grandparents barely manage to hold back tears makes the impact of Rory's speech even more profound. And this moment holds a spot as one of the most memorable valedictory addresses on television.
I'm not crying. Crying a little. Crying a little, but not blubbering. That's what we meant when we said no crying. No blubbering.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.